Hi, here we are. Um, yeah. You know what they say. Um, Speak softly and carry a big stick. Um, if you're suspicious about somebody or something, um, uh, it's good to check with other people because you might be trusting the wrong people. And if your instincts are saying that it's time for a new course, and it's best to take that new course uh, uh, and make the tables turn for the better for yourself. Um, Sometimes that's much better than lashing out or being psychotic. Um, for some people, being online is um, um, better for them, and for other people, it's not. Um, you can go online and say, yeah, well, I'm going to do this, but if it turns out that you deluded yourself uh, from thinking that, um, you see, um, let's say you're somewhere and you're very popular, but once you get online, you start realizing that people haven't really been that honest with you. So um, uh, you do try to confront them with, I thought you knew this about me, that I like that kind of music, or I like um, certain topics. And that's just a way of finding out that nobody really gives a shit. So why should I give a shit? I don't want to give a shit. I mean, if you cared about every single person on the internet, or on Facebook, or TikTok, or Instagram, you're going to think that you're going to have a nervous breakdown. And you shouldn't go online thinking everybody likes you. You just should go online because um, uh, you, you enjoy going online. And it's not that you shouldn't go online. It's why would you want to go online and become an influencer or a digital creator or I don't know, um, or a blogger or a Facebook model. I don't know. I'm not a Facebook model. As you can see, um, I'm not the prettiest, and I mean, you have to be realistic when you're online. There's a lot of people who are trying to get your money. They're trying to bribe you, blackmail you, try to get you to admit something. But I still don't understand what I'm supposed to admit. And that's just something I still don't understand. And if those frauds or people who are blackmailing you, um, and you know that they're frauds and they're blackmailing you because you call them frauds. I was online with someone, and it was sometimes when I was talking to, it was like I was talking to more than one person. I made a joke to myself about it, that multiple personality disorder. Um, because sometimes when you're dealing with frauds, you're dealing with more than one person, and who are trying to get your money, they're trying to blackmail you, um, they're trying to say that uh, you are their property, you own them. No, they own you, and um, I just feel that you're all fucking bullshit. I don't have to look my best every fucking day and say uh, um, I'm having the time of my life, but you're not. You're dealing with every fucking uh, everyday life reality, and you can't just say, "Oh, that guy, he's my friend," but he isn't. He's your enemy. I had to block this guy because he threatened me. Um, and I have no idea who he was. I mean, I'm living in Holland, but I'm actually a foreigner in this country with a Dutch passport. My mother was Irish. She was a full-blooded Irish woman. I mean, this is just something that's. My father's Dutch, and I don't know. Sometimes, um, and sometimes I feel he's trying to keep me in this country. I don't fucking like him doing that. Um, but who likes their family? Sometimes you think when you say you like your family, and then somebody in your family says, "Well, I don't like you." Don't know why you're saying those things. That's not what we are. Because you got your life and they got theirs. Oops, I'm shaking. Okay. So it's like that. And that's the way it is. My eyebrows are lifting. Yeah, that's from DMC. Yeah, Ron. Because I have ex-boyfriends that um, had a nervous breakdown in the end. I may not be a model type of woman, but I was raised by a woman, and that is. And when you're raised by a woman, you should respect her, and you should respect yourself because you're a woman yourself. But let's say you're a man and you've been raised by a woman, obviously, and so a woman who takes off her clothes is more powerful than a woman who keeps it on? I don't think so, because I found out that if you take off your clothes, you lose power. But if you use your sex as a weapon, you're just as bad as the sexist who is telling you to take off your clothes and is paying you. Because then, in my eyes, you're just another whore waiting for to be called a whore. And because in the end, taking off your clothes, there has to be a reason why you're taking off your clothes. Because everybody's born naked. I was born naked. So it's a normal thing, nudity. But if you read the Bible, yeah, the woman is not allowed to show her nipples and she's not allowed to show her crotch. But neither is the man. But he's allowed to show his chest. And that's saying a woman is more sacred than a man. She has to be protected. And if she's not protected, she has to protect herself. Because if God tells you to take off your clothes, but you're not allowed to show your breasts, you are and you say, well, God gave me these breasts, so I show them off. But you're actually going against you're going against God's wishes, which in the Bible, so did Eve. And once you get the knowledge, you start realizing that curiosity killed the cat, and your belief system that you believed before you got the knowledge, or you had no shame of your breasts or your nudity. So once you got the knowledge, you became ashamed, embarrassed. And then you say, why did that happen to me? Because once you get the knowledge, the rabbit's out of the bag. And once the rabbit's out of the bag, you know that your embarrassment for yourself, shaming yourself, So you need a good reason. Why should I take off my clothes? How much is a woman worth? If she has to sleep with 100 men and still say that she's an independent woman and she needs reassurance that she can be much of a woman as she can be as a man. And sometimes that is just not the case. I'm a woman. I like to be a woman. And sometimes being a man is really not a nice thing. But neither is a woman. But I'm glad I'm a woman. I don't need to try and be a man. Why would I want to be a man? And if you think that it's normal the way I look right now, it isn't. Because things happen which stops you from making those decisions. Those medical decisions or those social decisions. Because you have no money. So you're stuck at home and you just don't know what to do with your life. So you think up a list. What are you good at? What can I do to say, I'm not taking off my clothes, but I am saying that I'm a sexual being and I know exactly what side a woman is when she takes off her clothes. And when she says, hello, boys. Then you shouldn't be surprised when you get raped. Online. Because once you get raped online, you get raped in real life. Because if you're online the whole time, people recognize you. And people will be judging you. Because sometimes it is that you have to have a very good excuse to take off your clothes. So does a man nowadays. The best thing to do is think before you do that, and because people who use sex as a weapon and they use it in the media, um, 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 I don't understand why they're doing that. And sometimes you stop being nice. You start getting real. See, well, I'm talking to a camera, and I'm in the moment of making a video. But once I'm off doing something else, it's not on camera, it's not on, Could be me in a grocery store getting food, and yeah, you don't see that, but that's real life, and real life is mundane. You have to do mundane things. You can't keep going on about partying the whole time and saying that uh, life is beautiful in that sense. But what if something happens to you and you end up in rehab and you're confronted with everything you've done or things that you didn't do, which you should have been doing? And then you think, how can I make it better for myself? But a lot of people are confronted with their past, and I'm looking at these people online thinking, what is so fucking special about your fucking past? I don't know. You know, I like logic, but I like to use my imagination as well. Because in the end, if everything's so mundane in real life, why don't we make it less mundane online? I don't always have to show my real face. I can just make a selfie and make an AI generated video. Because that's how simple it is. Keep it simple. Don't complicate things. And don't expect people to always like you. Because you have to like yourself first. And you can't keep saying, why do I have to go online? You don't. Because if you don't feel like going online, you don't have to go online. But let's say you are challenged by Facebook for a laugh. They have to be online because you consented it. And you can't just go back and say, I'm sorry, I thought I was able to handle it. Because if you're not able to handle stuff like that online, because it's a completely different world. It's not real life. I don't know half of my followers what they're doing. And half of the people that I used to be friends with online are they're either homeless, they're either dead, or they're went offline, got married, and had a bunch of kids, and they've never been seen again. And then when you get back online, you see me, and you say, "What the fuck happened here?" Because it is. What the fuck happened? Because sometimes you're running around trying to keep your sanity. So I gotta try to keep busy. I was in a rehab psychiatric hospital, and I was allowed to go online. But they wouldn't have let me go online if they knew I wasn't able to handle it, if I was um, not, how do you call it? Um, um, let's say you had nobody to talk to in real life and you're in the rehab and you're on your own and you think, Jesus, I want to get out of here. And you go online and you talk about it. You use it as a diary. You say, I am this and I'm pissed. And you're suspicious about everybody and you're wondering, who the hell am I going to fucking talk to? Because it's the same thing over and over again. You are going to have a nervous breakdown if you don't start realizing that a place like that is not a place for living in. I mean, there was a suicide in that place. No thanks. I like to stay alive and say hello to people who try to harm me. I may be blind in one eye, but I don't feel sorry for myself. I'm still putting on makeup and sometimes I do it good and sometimes I don't do it good. I don't do it well enough. And the reason why I haven't become a makeup artist is because I do not have that kind of major talent. See, when I post something, I use logic. And logic is something you really need for the internet. Um, um, I mean, you can sue all of these tech giants for manipulating you to get online or whatever. I mean, you could switch off the notifications and take take a break from it. But I'll take a break for half a day and then I get back online and I thought, well, you know what, I think I'm gonna post something and so that's cool. I don't have to be online every day. I just like being online. I know people who stayed offline for a whole year, and they weren't happy in the end. Because you have to say who you are. You have to say, yeah, remember me? Did you miss me? That kind of thing. Okay, this video is almost heading towards half an hour. Yeah, 28 minutes. Whoa! That's a long video. Okay. So the internet is a tool, and it is a place where you can create. But dating, you're better off going into a pub and see if you recognize somebody. I don't do the internet dating. It's you pretend to be prettier than you are, and then that's why I don't like it. Well, I have to go. It's almost 30 minutes. Bye.